there and worry about too much about the opponent, because if you do that, then you're just gonna go nuts out there. So I just tried to stay calm and play my game, and yeah, I mean I lost 5-3 in a row, and it happens. In the first set, definitely. I mean, I realized that I was staying with him. I was serving well, especially my first serve. We were hitting the targets in the beginning, and even out of the rallies, as soon as I had a chance to go for my forehand, I actually did that pretty well in the beginning. Only thing is, yeah, he read my drop shots really well. I mean, I guess he got coached on that pretty well, and as soon as I opened up the racket to hit a drop shot, he was already inside the service line, so didn't make any points on that at all in the beginning.
And sorry, Dustin, have you played with Hawkeye before? And when you aced him twice, first set, you must have felt pretty terrific. It's both his referrals.
Well, I went to the net and I checked the mark. On the first one, I didn't know exactly where it landed, but on the second one, I walked up and I saw the mark. That's why I turned around, because I knew it was in. I mean, I've played with Hawkeye before, and it's not, I mean, especially here when you're serving with new balls, you can kind of see the marks on the lines. That's why one time when he aced me down the middle, I mean, I was waiting for a call, no one called it, and then they called it out actually, and I saw it was on the line, and I just was waiting what he was going to do, and then he called for Hawkeye, and then I walked straight over because I knew it was in. You can see the marks on the court. So.
Dustin, can you talk a little bit about the length of the rallies? It seemed that you really had your success when the ending was able to keep the points short.
Well, definitely, it was my type of game, to try and keep the rally short, maybe play serve and volley if I can, but my serve wasn't in the second and third set the first serve wasn't there that much to play serve and volley, and he's just a great returner, and the longer the match went, he felt much more comfortable and definitely started returning better. That's why I stayed back most of the time.
Dustin, you seem to be an instant crowd favorite. I mean, for this crowd to get behind you and embrace you like that, how did that feel?
That was great. I mean, it was a great feeling, like I said. I mean, it was first of all a great feeling to be on that court and then playing against someone like Andy, and it was a great feeling, when you're out there and you're playing well, especially in the first, and these people are just screaming your name the whole time. It was just an unbelievable feeling, and like I said, I'm just going to try and take these feelings and everything I've experienced and learned here, and just carry on and hopefully play well in the next couple of weeks, and until the end of the year get my ranking back inside the top 100 and even further, so I can be in the main draw in most of the tour events and hopefully main draw in Australia.
Dustin, the top players have an intimidation factor because of their record coming onto a court like that. Murray's played in the major show courts around the world. As the match went away from you after the first set, do you sense that his focus was so strong that he imposes his character on the court?
Well, like I said, I mean, he started, I think he was probably a little nervous too, because he wasn't, in the first set exactly sure what he was, up against, because, I mean, he hasn't seen me play, basically. I guess his coaches saw me play and told him, what I play like, but he has never played against me. So, in the first set, like I said, if I would have won the first set, the other two sets probably would have gone a little differently. And after the first set, I had the feeling it started getting a lot more windy out there, and that definitely didn't help my serve. And he definitely served a lot better afterwards. So.
Let's talk fashion. Your dreads are kicking. I think you're adorable. They are. Now you have neon green on one foot, your shoestring,
yeah,
and neon pink. Is that your fashion statement from now on?
It's not pink, first of all. It's orange. It's very important.
Okay.
It's very. It's orange. Okay, it's not pink. And well, actually, the story comes behind it that me and my friend, I've told it a million times already, but me and my friend were playing in January 2009, I think. Yeah, 2009. We played a Future in Spain, and we were packing at his house, and we found a bag. I found a bag with just a bunch of weird neon colors, and I said, if we play finals in the first tournament doubles, we got to put them in the shoes. And he's like, I don't know. And then we played finals, and he's like, okay, let's put them in. And we lost the finals, and I kept them in there. And since then, I've just, my ranking went up from 450 to and within the top 100. So every time I buy a new pair of shoes, I order my shoelaces online, and I don't go on the court unless the shoelaces are in the shoes.
I hear you.
I sent you a neon lace endorsement deal at your Future.
Yeah, why not? Bring the money. I'm ready.
We'll get Nike to talk about it.
Dustin, what's Murray like to play against now that you've had a match with him? He's got this habit of chasing down every ball and never lets the opponents win easy points. Is that what you felt today?
Well, basically the most thing, which I've also known before, that he's a very good returner, and that definitely, as the match progressed in the second and third set, I didn't get a lot of free points off, even when I had only 49% of first serve. Normally, if I'm serving well, I'm between 60 and 70. And like I said, he was returning really well and not giving me any free points. So that was basically, every point I was in the rally and I had to, grind it out and not actually playing the game I wanted to play. And the problem was he was reading my drop shots really well, so that also took away part of my game. So.
Could I ask you, do you ever use the courtside chair, or do you
Pardon?
stand up at every changeover?
Yeah, I started this actually, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, because when I play my best tennis when I'm a little bit more emotional and awake and everything, and I always have the feeling that when I sit down that my pulse and everything just goes down, so I just don't do it anymore.
Good for you.
How much popularity do you get back home? Jamaica is a country that's mostly about soccer and track and field. As a tennis player, do you feel that your popularity is growing back home?
Definitely now it has. Like I said, in the last 6 or I don't know how many years, I haven't gotten any support at all from the Tennis Federation. I wasn't recognized in the country at all. And 2 weeks ago, I heard that there has been elected a new president, Alvin Hill. And I have sensed, since he has gotten into office, that a lot of things has changed back home. I've been getting, my Facebook's been exploding. I mean, just everybody from home, everybody I know they actually knew that I was playing here, that I won the first round, that I was playing against Murray. I didn't even have to post anything anymore. And it's actually I wasn't used to that, because normally when I played Wimbledon, I played against Meltzer. Even if I lost her beforehand, I had to, post that I'm actually playing Wimbledon. No one at home knew. I had to call my dad to tell my dad in Jamaica that I'm playing Wimbledon. And I hope my dad in Jamaica got a chance to watch my match today. And I know a bunch of people, they're telling me, I saw my friend post online, hey, we're having a party tonight, everybody come over to my house, we're watching Dustin play on a 40-inch screen, and it was really fun, and I hope the guys at home enjoyed it.
Do you dream to be as popular as Usain Bolt one day?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I play more tennis, as in there's more tennis tournaments than he runs in a year, so hopefully I'll get to that status sooner or later.
Do you think this high profile here, playing on Ash at the US Open, that's maybe going to make your phone ring a little bit more? Are you any more secure about who you want to play for? UK, Germany, Jamaica?
Well, like I said, things have changed at home. I've been playing for Jamaica all my life, and that was actually what I wanted to do, play for Jamaica, because, first of all, to play for Germany, my other nationality, as in my mom, the ranking would have to be a lot higher for them to be interested in me playing Davis Cup or anything. And the only reason I actually was thinking about not playing for Jamaica anymore was because nothing was happening at home with the federation. And now, like I said, the new people are coming into office and things are changing, so I'm definitely looking forward to speaking to them and also wanting to play for Jamaica. And the other thing was the LTA. They spoke to me during everything was hyped up through the media in England when I was playing Queens and Wimbledon, and since then I haven't heard anything from them. So I don't know, I guess they weren't interested as much as it was portrayed in the media.